Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Here is another best practice. This is especially valid for temperature sensitive products that you're shipping, right? If you're shipping, this is usually in the food products, right? If you're doing some kind of a food distribution, and if you're doing some kind of a pharmaceutical products and perishables, right? Even frozen products, things like that. So one thing that you could do is obviously when these are transported, if it's a frozen, then you're going to have some kind of a refrigerator truck. So that's the given, and even produce, right, that goes through a refrigerator truck, but slightly at a not as cold as a frozen product. So while transporting such temperature sensitive products, right, you can apply this thermal quilt on the product to make sure the temperature does not go beyond certain whatever the values that you've agreed on in your contract, right? So that's a there are thermal quilts available that are thermal wrapping sheets or wrapping material available that you can wrap your pallets with, so the temperature does not exceed one thing, right? And again, right, you can take pictures of how nicely you've applied the thermal quilt on these pallets, and you've followed the instructions perfectly, and you've taped on top of the thermal quilt, you've taped it nicely and secured it nicely to the pallet, and take those pictures and upload to LoadProof, so tomorrow when somebody questions, you have those pictures and you can show them. And again, we had one more interesting customer. These guys were moving something like a lettuce or cauliflower or something like that, and they were actually dropping it off in another facility, and they were to show, hey, look at the temperature when we did the drop off, right? And they were able to take pictures and upload that to LoadProof and show the temperature and the temperature gauge with the time and the location and things like that, right? And again, right, LoadProof, wherever you're taking pictures, you have the ability to track the location with the GPS coordinates. So all you have to make sure is your phone, right, when you install the app, you're giving access to the app to capture your location coordinates, right? You have to say yes to and agree to capture location coordinates, so you can see the GPS coordinates in the picture, right? It's like a timestamp, date stamp, timestamp, user ID, GPS coordinates, all that is captured. So that adds even more credibility to the pictures that you're taking. And if you're taking at a different point at the time of delivery, and you're taking a picture of the temperature gauge, and you're saying, hey, we did our job right, and this is whatever cauliflower, lettuce, this was delivered in the perfect manner within the temperature. And even when you're picking up the 3PL world, this is very common, and you're picking up from somebody else. If you're picking it up from somebody else, or picking it up from farmers, or a point where it comes from the farmers, there also you can take pictures of this and show the temperature gauge in the picture, and show, hey, look at this, and along with that, the date stamp, time stamp, user ID, and the GPS coordinates, right? So that is another a best practice that you can follow to show that you've taken you've done everything correctly as far as handling this temperature sensitive material is concerned, right? That's very important. So hopefully this is helpful. Please share this, like this, comment on this, share this with your friends and coworkers and anybody else that might benefit from this best practice. And subscribe to our YouTube channel, and let us know if there is anything else that we can post for you. Thank you very much for the time.